expressed his delight in hosting the event to Sharm el-Sheikh, noting Egypt's crucial role as a gateway to Africa. He emphasized the importance of developing tourism in Africa and fostering collaboration between continents.
Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Mrs. Hanan Allam, tourism expert. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my dear.
Well, Mrs. Allam, what is the importance of this forum that is held in Sharm el-Sheikh for the tourism in Egypt and the other countries also, as it gathers professional people in this field?
Well, first of all, the most important, result is going to be the security and safety.
Yes.
So nowadays we have a lack of tourism because of people, they are afraid to come because of the war of Israel and the war of Gaza. So if we have such an event and it will be presented all over the world, so they know that this country is peaceful. Yes. And Sharm el-Sheikh is very close and very near to the borders of Gaza or whatever. So it means that everything here is safe and secure.
Yes.
This is the first result. The second one is, of course, impressing the whole world with the beauty of the city of Sharm el-Sheikh, of the tourism of Egypt, as one of the aspects. Also, we have, there's going to be a lot of opportunities opening a new market in Africa, which is a very, very new market for us.
Yes, so you've mentioned the very important 2 points, which is the security in Egypt, of course, and also choosing Sharm el-Sheikh to host this very important event. So how do you see Sharm el-Sheikh, the land of peace and the land of security? Also, Sharm el-Sheikh is always hosting the conferences in general and summits, and it's turning to be a green city. How do you see the importance of this and environment friendly? How do you see the importance of this in attracting tourism in Egypt?
Well, it's very important. First of all, it's a lot of aspects. Being a green city, this is something new and totally new for Egypt. So, and also this city, with the beauty of the city, it will impress the whole world. People, when they see the beauty of the city and knowing that it's a very safe environment and it's very green environment. Third, it's in Sinai, and of course Sinai is a holy land. A lot of people, they know that there's this importance. So this is a great result for Egypt and a great opportunity for Egypt.
Yes. What is the outcome of all expectations after this conference? What is its effect on tourism?
Okay, the effect is going to be open, as I told you, a new market. Africa
new markets,
is for us totally new markets. And even all of these tourism professionals that they would like to open the market in Africa, coming to Egypt. So to Egypt also, I mean to be here in Egypt, so they will come to Egypt. We open the opportunities of tourism in Egypt more and more and more. So it's a great opportunity for us. The market of the tourism is very sensitive here in Egypt.
Yes. So gathering a number of around 2,000 participants in this important forum, how do you see the importance of this conference in paving way for exchange of point of views and experiences also?
Well, 2,000 is a great number, and all of them from all over the world, not only from Africa, but also from Europe. So they will deal with us. They will open, and we have now new cities, so they can, we have the new capital, we have the Allam city, we have the North Coast. There are, these markets are not opened yet. So it's going to open a new market also in Egypt, not only in Africa, in Egypt.
Yes. What were high on the agenda of this conference?
How do you say, increasing the percentage of tourism the next season. Hopefully, inshallah, we are waiting for that.
Yes. Yes. So, Mrs. Allam, what are the kinds of tourism in Egypt? We have the medical tourism, we have the cultural tourism, the religious tourism, also the monuments, also the beach tourism, safari. Give us an idea about the kinds of tourism in Egypt and what the tourists prefer.
Well, so we have, of course, all the kind of tourism you can imagine. First of all, cultural. We have Luxor, and we have the pyramids of Giza and Cairo.
Yes.
And all of these people that interested in culture and history and monuments, so they have this opportunity. We have the medical tourism. We have Safaga in the Red Sea. We have Siwa in the desert. So people also, they would love to come and to have their chances and their treatment here in Egypt.
Yes.
We have the religious tourism because we have, first of all, in Cairo, for instance, we have the place where the Holy Family, the Virgin Mary and Jesus Christ were hiding for 3 months, in addition of other places in Egypt. And lately we got an approval from the Vatican with the, you know, the holy trip or the holy journey of the Holy Family coming outside Jerusalem to Egypt for about 3 years. And every place, wherever the Holy Family passed, there is like a church, there is a cathedral. So as a religious tourism, this is going to be very important.
Yeah.
In addition of Sinai, of course, and we have St. Catherine and the mountain of Sinai, where Moses received the 10 commandments of God.
Yes.
In addition of that, of course, the fun tourists by beaches like the Red Sea, diving and snorkeling and whatever. And as I told you, hopefully we are hoping to open the new chance in the north coast on the Mediterranean Sea.
Yes.
So we have all the kind of tourists that people could imagine,
Yes.
and that will increase the percentage of tourism as soon as the war will settle down or the political situation will settle down.
Yes, and you've mentioned also, Mrs. Allam, a very important point, which is the reviving of the path of the Holy Family also here in Egypt. It's very important, and it's going to attract a large number of tourists also to Egypt. Also, we're about to see or to witness the inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum, which is Egypt's gift to the world, and it's already softly opened, and there are a lot of events that takes place there. So also the importance of this in attracting tourists to Egypt.
Well, the Grand Egyptian Museum, it's a great event. The whole world is waiting, and actually we announced many times that we are going to inaugurate, but unfortunately it's not yet ready. But it has a lot of summits, you know, because
Yes.
people, they are waiting. I am a part of a group. It's an international group. It's not from Egypt.
Yes.
They are calling the GEM, the Grand Egyptian Museum, because
Yes.
they are waiting, and every year they are asking when it will be open just to come and visit. Because this museum is going to be the biggest and the greatest all over the world for only one culture.
Yes.
All the other museums, they are for different cultures, but our Grand Egyptian Museum is the biggest for only one culture, which is the ancient Egyptian culture.
Yes. Yes, we have also a large number of museums in addition to the Grand Egyptian Museum, also the National Museum here, also in Cairo, and we have also the old Egyptian Museum in Tahrir, and we have several museums. But let me tell you about an important point. How do you see also the efforts exerted by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities in distributing the museums all over the governorates here in Egypt? We have museums in Sharm el-Sheikh, in Hurghada,
yes,
in Kafr
yes,
el-Sheikh.
yes. Actually, it's amazing, and it's wonderful, because lately, you know, with the great, we are working with the one-day tour for all the big ships that they come passing by the ports, like Safaga in the Red Sea, like Alexandria in the Mediterranean Sea, like Sokhna here in the Gulf of Suez.
Yes.
So some of them, they just come to Hurghada, and
Yes,
they
or
only
only to Sharm el-Sheikh, and they will
and
find
Sharm
a
el-Sheikh.
museum.
No,
Yes,
but mainly
that's
we were
true.
working with Hurghada.
Yes.
So for them, when we gave them the opportunity in a day tour and passing by the museum, they were amazed, they were surprised, and they loved it, because they
Yes.
had the opportunity, because they didn't have the opportunity to come to Cairo to see the classic museum.
Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
Also, a very important point, which is the endless discoveries that never ends in Egypt for the Egyptian civilization. Every day we have new discoveries, whether in Saqqara,
yeah, in
Saqqara
Luxor,
district,
yes.
whether in other parts of Egypt. So give us an idea about this. Egypt is always attracting the eyes of the world with the new discoveries.
Okay, all these new discoveries, you know, all the pieces that they were discovered there, they will be shown and presented in the Grand Egyptian Museum. So
Yes.
that's why everybody is waiting, because
Yes.
all the promotions, all the documentaries like a Netflix or whatever, talking about these discoveries, they are giving all this interest to the people, or the attraction for them, or the tourists, to come and to see the new discoveries.
Yes.
And the great opportunity is going to be with the opening of the Great Egyptian Museum.
Yes. Do you know, Mrs. Allam, the Grand Egyptian Museum, we hear experts say that if a tourist stands only for 1 minute in front of every statue in the Grand Egyptian Museum, it would take the person 1 month to tour the whole museum. So give us an idea about this statement.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
Because now they are opening only only one section.
Yes.
When you go now, you can go to the entrance, which has the great statue of Ramesses II, the great pharaoh, and there is a hall which has all the presentation of all the pharaohs in the different periods in the ancient Egyptian history. Yes. And just to look at it and to look the story behind either religious or political or artistic. So it needs time. Imagine, this is only one section.
Yes.
And there are the other halls, like, for instance, the treasure of King Tut. This is going to be a visit. This is a part. All the other halls of the other periods, of the other pharaohs, or the other different type of, history in
Yes.
ancient Egypt.
Yes.
So of course it needs a lot of days.
Yes.
So it means that the tourists will remain and will have to repeat the visit to the museum not in only 1 day. It cannot be on only 1 day.
Yes.
So it means that they will remain only beside the pyramid in Giza just to visit the museum for several days.
Yes. Well, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information. We really enjoyed being with you over the phone. Thank you very much, Mrs. Hanan Allam, the tourism expert. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. My name is Allam Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.